Macron slammed by French residents for slow EU vaccine rollout. Sign up for now and never miss the top politics stories again. Subscribe. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these news. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or services. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. The French president criticized the UK's approach to vaccinations last month after British health chiefs decided to delay second doses for up to 12. He said, "When you have all the health agencies and the manufacturers who are telling you that for it to work you have to have 2 injections with a maximum of 28 days between the two, as is the case with Pfizer/BioNTech, and you have countries that have a vaccination strategy of only giving 1 injection, I am not sure that it's totally serious. Scientists tell you that we accelerate mutations when you only give 1 injection because people are less well covered and therefore the virus adapts. We lie to people when we say you are vaccinated. You have a first dose of a vaccine that is made up." Mr. Macron also criticized the effectiveness of the Oxford/AstraZeneca vaccine for those over the age of. But now the French leader has decided to pursue a similar strategy with those who have already recovered from coronavirus. The French health ministry said the country will only give 1 dose of vaccines to people who have already suffered from the deadly disease, as 1 shot will be enough to remind people's immune systems how to fight it. They said, "A single vaccine dose will also play the role of reminding people's immune system how to fight COVID." At the moment, no country has clearly positioned itself in terms of a sole vaccination dose for people who have already contracted COVID-19. The move was promptly criticized by Generation Frexit leader Charles-Henri Gallois, who told the Co.uk the French president is, as usual, acting in the interests of Brussels more than in the interests of French citizens. Trending, he said, like when he had criticized the AstraZeneca vaccine, Macron seems more driven by politics than health issues. Indeed, he had decided that this vaccine should not be given to people over 6 because the EU had a fight with this. No scientific study had given any evidence about that. It's quite the same when he decides that those who have already recovered from coronavirus should have only 1 vaccine shot. He wants to address the EU shortage on vaccines, but it's not driven by any scientific. He just wants to defend the EU, not the French people, as always. France reported 21,231 new confirmed COVID-19 cases on Saturday, slightly up from 20,701 on Friday. The number of people in France who have died from COVID-19 infections rose by 199 to 81,647, the 7th highest death toll globally, versus 320 on Friday. There were 10,037 new patients hospitalized with the disease over the last 7 days and 1,79 new admissions to intensive care units, ICUs, over the period, the health in contrast with some of its neighbors who are struggling to control more contagious variants. France has resisted resorting to a new lockdown, hoping a national curfew in place since December 1st, first at 8 p.m. then at 6 p.m., will be enough to contain the. Finance Minister Bruno Le Maire told BFM television on Saturday the French population was at the end of its patience and that a new lockdown could only be the very last options when all others had. Some scientists, however, believe President Emmanuel Macron took a gamble by deciding against a new lockdown despite the threat of highly contagious COVID-19. Arnaud Fontanet, a member of the scientific council that advises the government on COVID-19 policy, told Europe 1 Radio on Saturday he feared the variant first detected in Britain could account for the majority of the cases. In the Moselle region, in eastern France, where variant cases have surged, the prefecture ruled out, at least for now, closing the schools or implementing a local lockdown that had been requested by some local officials. The total cumulative number of cases in France increased to 3,448,617, the 6th highest in the world.